Hey everyone, my name is Chris Strathy. I am a nomadic carpenter, and I had the huge honor of helping Gabe and Carrie build up this land. I recently had a chance to sit down and ask them how this land became this land and why this land is your land. So let's hear it from Gabe and Carrie.
Well, it actually started with an RV.
Yeah.
In February of 2020, we bought an RV, and it was supposed to be our summer of traveling the U.S. and seeing national parks. 2020 instead became the plague year, and all of the national parks started closing.
All our reservations got canceled.
All the reservations got canceled. We ended up staying local. What we loved the most was Philpott Lake in Virginia. An Army Corps of Engineers lake, so there's no development on it. We started looking around for a place to put our RV. Instead, we found a little 700 square foot stone cabin
on an acre and a half. We were parking the RV and then kind of spilling out into the cabin, and we were kayaking a ton, right, and paddleboarding. We spent so much time up there, even the year, because our schools were shut down in Chapel Hill.
We bought another 18 and a half acres surrounding that cabin. And then the question was, well, what do we do with this?
We've always been very interested in tiny houses. And we were like, oh, if we have these 2 tiny houses here, we can have it for friends, family, we can rent it out. And that's when we started the hunt for a tiny house.
We bought a used tiny house that was built by Chris Strathy.
We found it on Facebook Marketplace, I believe.
Yeah, right? And contacted him to ask him to build a companion for it. All told, in about 18 months of
long haul
of developing
driveways, gravel. How many loads of gravel? Oh my God.
We have
2 tiny houses up on the hill,
put together into a sort of duplex that we call the Sisters. So while we love the tiny houses are a simple place to stay. What we really want people to get out of this land is this land. It's a beautiful place.
It really is. It's a beautiful place. The land itself, you could walk a quarter mile through our woods and you enter into this thick, lush forest, and it's got the laurels, and I mean it almost looks like a microclimate. It's just like green and lush, and then it spills out into this emerald water, this clean mountain lake. You could just toss a paddleboard in there, or a canoe, a kayak, and that's what we fell in love with, and that's what we want others to fall in love with.